So I added time traveling to Minecraft. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is me, J.Bo, and I'm coming with a data pack that I've been working on called time traveling. Make sure to sub and like, it would really help out a lot. And with that aside, let's begin. So if you build another portal, and then you try to light it, it doesn't matter what you light it with, but it'll say craft a time machine. So then craft a time machine, you just drop a clock in a minecart, and they'll say to time travel, type / trigger time, and then it doesn't matter add or set, they don't do anything different. I'll just go with set, and then you can set it, and you can set it to the absolute limits on either side. So we'll set it to and sometimes it will drop you off, so carrying an ender pearl or a slow falling potion would be nice, but from anywhere between negative, like the maximum number, and the negative 10,000, it'll teleport you to the nether, a normal nether, because you can't build a portal. And then if I travel to yeah, true. I guess it would technically have to be this. Oh wow, we got actually kind of lucky where it spawned us, but then if you go from negative 9,000 to negative 5,000, you'll spawn in a slightly different nether, where water spawns, stone spawns, and there's no roof, it just goes up to 256. And if you go to 499, you end up in this dimension that spawns a bunch of overworld biomes, and it has an overworld terrain, but still has some nether biomes and nether fog. Next on the list, same generation, just without nether fog. As you can see, there's a biome right there. Next one, this is the last negative number. This is the Jurassic period, and you can see that the last of the nether biomes are replaced by like beaches and oceans, and dinosaur structures spawn. Right, well, this one's like a pack sort of, but they don't actually move. They're just structures that they will spawn in your world, and there's two types. There's this kind of dinosaur, like T-Rex kind, and then there's this Triceratops, and that's what spawns. And in all these dimensions, only the nether structure, all the dimensions, only the nether biomes will spawn structures, none of the overworld biomes won't spawn structures, because it's technically too early in time for like a village to be built. Now if we just find our minecart, or maybe create a new one. Alright, now we get into the positive numbers, so I might find a better spot because it's going to be hard to show it off here, but this is the dinosaur age, or like the end of the Jurassic, if you want to be professional term, but it has the same layout as a normal overworld does, but dinosaurs spawn. Now we can just go here, that's probably fine. And then if you go to 501, you can see it's actually still the same terrain generation once it all loads in. But there's just no dinosaurs because we're in the Stone Age. Alright, next one. Alright, so 201 to the next time. Exact same generation. This is the normal overworld, which technically has the different namespace in this, but it's fine. And this one can spawn. So if we locate a village, teleport there, Now if you see and we watch closely, I mean, villages slightly change generation, like with paths and stuff, but if we travel back to the Stone Age, the village doesn't exist. It hasn't been built yet. But then if we travel back, built. And your minecart slowly goes into the ground. Alright, next one. This is the modern era. 1 second, the chunks are still loading. Alright. Alright, now we're kind of underground, so I might move the minecart. But see, modern era, very similar to overworld. I mean, kind of, but these structures spawn. There's 3 of them. There's these buildings with chairs. It might be hard to find a different one. Let's see, is this... Nope. And then there's one that's like an apartment building. Oh, yep, here's an apartment building. And there's different rooms. Oh. And then the last building is the this office building one again, but just made out of desert materials that spawns in deserts. Alright. Last variation, I think it best showed off in the village. Villagers. There seem to be a lot of villagers. Alright. Oh, there's a few. And this one, it extends to end of time. So it doesn't... So this is after 9,000 and upwards. It's the same generation as the modern era, but instead of villagers and other humanoids spawning, robots will spawn. And that means... Alright, so it's kind of hard to see there because it had to catch up the game, but... Even it's a better example if we set it to night. But normally at night, zombies, skeletons, creepers, spiders, witches, and endermen spawn. So those guys have been replaced because, other than the the creeper and spider, which are not humanoid, they stay. But all the other ones. So zombies are replaced with cyborg zombies, which are a bit slower, but they have an insane jump. And they have iron armor always on them. Alright, the robots, they're basically a skeleton, but, I mean, they have the same statistics as a skeleton, but they have 2 special differences. They have an electric bow with flame, and then they have special electric arrows, which apply, slowness 7. Let's see, do we get an arrow? Nope. I don't think so. It applies slowness 7, which basically freezes you in place for a second. And then they also give you a little bit of wither. Okay, we got some iron armor. And that's what they drop. Now the zombies, they can drop any armor they're wearing, their head, which says programming element of humanoids, iron ingots, and rotten flesh. So sometimes you get a lot of iron ingots, sometimes you get some rotten flesh. And then there's one last feature for this data pack. That is, if I might set it today, but times day. If I travel back to the dinosaur age, I mean, it works for any positive number. So, all the ones that share the normal overworld generation. And I get either stone bricks or cobblestone. Because, I mean, technically they're all one after another, right? So, if you build something, it should travel over. No, go away, rain. But if you place down any stone bricks or cobblestone in the world, they will have a chance to create a either mossy stone brick or cobwebs, where you placed it in the next dimension over. So the dinosaur age goes to Stone Age to overworld to modern to future, and cobblestone will have a chance for mossy cobblestone or gravel. So real quickly, let's say I build up I don't know, I'll just build up a kind of a square. Alright, that's probably good enough, but it works with any scale. And then we travel to the next one over. Alright, so now we're in the Stone Age, and you can see there's a little bit of a ruin from what we built. And then over here you can see the ruin too. And I'll show it off with stone bricks, so let's say we just build a big line or something. Just for demonstration. And then we travel to the next one over. You can see there's a bunch of mossy cobblestone and cobwebs. Alright, that is it for this data pack. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!